What is going on, you guys? Petplatypus here, and it's time to talk about Dragon Ball Super Episode 72. Petplatypus, where is the Dragon Ball vs. Yu Yu Hakusho video? You said it would be here, damn it. Where is it? I'm going to explain that. Now, if you're someone who just clicked on this video to see a Dragon Ball Super Episode 72 review, go ahead and click the timestamp. But for my subscribers, I want to explain why that video is not ready yet. Okay, so here's the story, here's the play-by-play, here's the timeline of events. So on the 23rd, pretty late at night, I record the Yu Yu Hakusho versus Dragon Ball video, the audio for it. And I'm thinking, it's way too late, I don't want to edit this right now while I'm tired and make mistakes, so I'll edit it tomorrow. After JoJo, JoJo will be top priority on that day because I want to get, the final episode of JoJo done. And then the 26th seems like the best day to put it up because I don't want to upload anything on Christmas, right? So I finish JoJo and I go to edit the video. And lo and behold, the audio for the Dragon Ball versus Yu Yu Hakusho video was terrible. Again, I recorded it late at night. I was trying to be quiet, but I got a little close to the camera. That wasn't a good idea because it was very bad audio. Definitely nothing I would want to upload to YouTube. I don't think I've uploaded anything with audio like that. If I have, it'd be like just an update video, and I would have fixed the audio as best I could before uploading, and I couldn't do that. It was just terrible, so I was really fucking pissed because I didn't want to have to delay this video again, but now I do. And yeah, it's going to come out on the 28th, which is my birthday. Not a big delay at all. I'm going to use the original video as a script for the new video. Make some slight changes here and there, and hopefully I end up with a better video than I would have originally had. Even though I thought it turned out pretty good, which is why I was even more pissed. But still, everything else is done. Speed drawing's ready to go. Any research I needed to do beforehand, that's all been done throughout the month. So, yeah, it's all ready to go. I just got to record it one more time, which is really annoying, but still going to do it because the video has got to come out. So, yeah. That's the bad news, though. Let's talk about the good news. And the good news is this episode of Dragon Ball Super, because this was a fucking awesome episode of Dragon Ball Super. Let's start off with art and animation, because that's kind of a fun one, because I get to say I told you so. I didn't think this episode was going to look bad. I saw Naoki Tate's art in the preview, and I was like, yeah, it looks a little rougher than usual, but this is probably going to be a really good-looking episode. And so many other people were fucking like, oh my god, it's episode 5 all over again. What the fuck happened? The universe survival arc is doomed. And no, it's not, because this episode looked really good. I'm hoping, I'm not going to gloat too much because, I could be an asshole and be like, oh, you guys eating your words? Does it taste good? Like, I could be a dick, but I do hope that all the people who thought this episode was going to be episode 5 all over again, I hope those people are, like, glad that the episode looked really good. I hope that they, had their worries put to rest and everything, because you never know with Super on its production schedule. There's always the chance that episode 5 could happen again, so we'll just have to be a little cautious, but I was confident in this episode. I was confident in its supervisors, which are Yoichi Karasawa and Naoki Tate. Both of them are really good, and they're two fantastic supervisors, just really, really good, and they did a great job on this episode. Now, it did look a little rushed, I'm not going to lie. There were some spotty moments with artwork, but it overall was a really well-animated episode, and despite being probably rushed, I thought it looked really, really good. So, with all that being said, the art and animation, maybe a touch rushed here and there, not enough to detract from it being a really good-looking episode. And for any of you guys wondering if I'm going to criticize that the art was off-model when Naoki Tate was animating, I'm not, because the animation was enough to, balance it out. It was enough to balance it out between art and animation. I do the same thing in my Gurren Lagann reviews. The art in Gurren Lagann is never like 100% incredibly crisp, but the animation in Gurren Lagann definitely makes up for the art issues. And the art issues really aren't even that bad in that series, and I don't think Tate's are that bad either. I think people blow him out of proportion, especially when it comes to Super. In One Piece, yeah, his art can be pretty fucking ugly in One Piece, I'm not gonna lie. But in Super, I really don't think it's that bad. Maybe I'm just used to it, but whatever. Enough about that. I'm still technically reviewing the episode, but fuck it. Moving on from that, we have really good characterization and really good interactions between Goku and Hit. I love Hit explaining his abilities to Goku. He's cracking a smile more often. He's acting like a martial artist, and it's so fucking cool because these characters have done this throughout the entire series. If you go back to Goku versus Tien or pretty much any fight, there's always like that moment where like, hey, check out this new technique I'm going to use, or this is how this technique works, and it's so fun, and it's so cool, and it's great to see Hit embracing that and breaking his silence and having a lust for life. Goku's really having an effect on this character, and I love that. Goku always has an effect on his rivals, and he always pushes them to greater heights, but it's really cool to see it with Hit because Hit is such a cool character, and he's clearly already so fucking hacks on his own. I mean, he can go intangible, he has the time skip, he has these invisible strikes, he can echo his ki to different locations to make it look like he's in front of you when he's really behind you. He's incredibly hacks, fantastic assassination techniques, and yet Goku can still at least bring the fight to a draw. He can still push Hit to his limits, and it's just so fun and so cool. And the dialogue between these characters is great in this episode. You get great lines from Goku in the beginning when he comes back to life. Fucking all-time hilarious Goku line where he says, "I came right back up, use the 3-second rule." That was so funny. Because if you don't know what the 3-second rule, it's basically just this cute little kind of joke rule where it's like you drop a piece of food, if you pick it back up within 3 seconds, it's still safe to eat. Just a cute little thing. But the fact that Goku used it in reference to his own death, fucking hilarious. That was great. Also, Goku's line where he taunted Hit about not being able to kill him in one hit because, Hit fired a blast. Goku dodged it. That was really great. I like seeing Goku taunt him there. Goku being afraid of Hit and actually trembling in fear instead of excitement. Just so much good dialogue in this episode. Just fantastic. And then we get the ending of the episode after Goku fucking shatters his time skip dimension and blasts him with a Kamehameha, which was also epic. Oh, and the music was great in this episode too. I don't know if I mentioned that. The music was fantastic too. And we get pretty much everyone there. Champa's there, Vados is there, Whis is there, Beerus, Vegeta, even Gohan and all them show up later with Chi-Chi. And we find out that Goku is the one that hired Hit, which explains why he was looking around for Hit so much in the previous episode. And just, that is so good. I mean, that's so great. Like, it's very selfish of Goku. He could have been, like, dead and his family wouldn't even have known about it, which is kind of fucked up. But you're not supposed to think about it like that. He's a Saiyan. He lives for battle. He wanted to fight Hit at full power. So he called up Whis, who called up Vados, who called up Hit. I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. And then Hit showed up. And it was just a great fight. It was a great two-parter. I really, really enjoyed the first half, and I really enjoyed this second half. So, yeah, it was really good. Some people thought Whis was going to be the one who called Hit to give Goku special training. But I really like that it was Goku. I think that's really awesome. I think it's a really fun little twist. And, of course, he doesn't want to tell Chi-Chi, which is very funny. And yeah, it's just a really good episode. I love the development for Hit as a character. I love the interaction between the two of them. I thought it was a really well animated episode, if not a touch rushed. And I'm going to give this episode a solid 9.5 to 10 out of 10. I loved this episode. It can't quite hit 11. I did think the art was a bit sloppy in places. Again, a touch rushed in the first half. And then, of course, the defibrillator thing I didn't really love either. Did I mention that yet? Because I've tried to record this a couple of times. If I didn't mention the defibrillator thing, I'll keep it brief in case I did. But yeah, it kind of, like he hits himself with his own blast. Make your Dragon Ball Evolution jokes because it brings him back to life like the movie did. But yeah, it's just, it's fine, I guess. It makes sense. Like, Piccolo's defibrillator wasn't enough. Goku needed a bigger jolt. His own ki blast did it. But yeah, I don't know. But that's really my only criticism, and I don't really mind it that much. So, easy 9.5 to 10 out of 10, maybe like a 9.8, whatever. I really, really loved the episode, but again, doesn't quite hit that 11, even though the character interaction is probably an 11 out of 10 on its own. But with all that being said, what did you guys think of this episode of Dragon Ball Super? You can go ahead and tell me in the comment section below. How was your holidays? Did you celebrate Christmas? What did you celebrate? Let me know. Did you have a good time? Tell me that in the comment section below. Let's get festive. And you can also follow me on Instagram or add me on PSN. I'm petplatypus on both. Give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media. Both those would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.